The top of the Empire State Building.
Z100. New York.
Hey, what up? My name is Josh Martinez of New York's #1 hit music station, Z100, and iHeartRadio's brand new wrestling podcast, The Superstar Crossover, with my guest, AEW TBS champion, Jade Cargill.
The undefeated TBS champion, Jade Cargill.
Talk that talk, girl.
Of course.
So welcome to New York City.
Thank you for having me.
First things first, big event this Saturday night, AEW Full Gear.
Yep.
You're defending your beautiful TBS championship against Nyla Rose, who's been talking that talk, running around with the title.
Yeah, this is a replica, guys. I'm kind of upset about it, but let's not go down that rabbit hole because she's undeserving of any attention right now. Just know I'm going to beat that ass this Sunday at the Prudential Center. Saturday. Sorry, guys.
I was going to say, you've been beating a lot of ass, undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Who would you say has been your toughest challenger so far in the ring?
No one. Not no one. I mean, I'm beating these girls' asses left and right at 5 minutes, 4 minutes. I mean, it's all my time. I get paid for the match, not by the minutes. So we're gonna make this short and sweet.
I love it. I dig it. Recently, I would like to call him a fan of yours because the way he's been popping up on Twitter, a little fan-ish, if you will. Bow Wow. He's out here shooting his shot. I mean, I can't say I necessarily, I don't blame him, but you've been curving him a little bit, girl. What's up with that?
I'm a very attractive woman, but I'm a very taken woman as well. He crossed the line. He's disrespectful. I don't know who he thinks he is. I mean, this is in the early 2000s, if you ask me. I mean, who is Bow Wow, right? So the fact that he feels like, one, he could tweet me. Two, he has the audacity to even try me and try to fact check me about how much I make when I make well over whatever he makes, including my man. He can just sit down, have several seats.
And he just invited you to one of his to Fan Fest, I believe, Sunday down in Miami. But you're busy.
No, but as a fan, more so, do I look like a fan? If anything, if you ask me, and as you just put it, he's been a fan of me. He's tweeting me. He's always tweeted me. So I don't know how I end up in the Fan Fest bucket, but I do have a house in Miami, and I do go down there and work out a lot, and maybe I might get a workout by whooping his ass.
Wow. And you know what? I believe AEW doesn't have anything scheduled on Sunday, which is kind of coincidental.
It's very perfect. I mean, he's been running his mouth left and right. I don't have time for this. More than anything, I let my hands do the talking. I let my feet do the talking. I don't play no games. So he's going to have to back up everything he said. Let's see what happens on Sunday, right?
Spoken like a true, independent, strong woman.
Yes.
By the way, you have I want to make sure I get this right, a master's in child psychology?
I do. I'm a certified child psychologist, yes.
What made you want to choose that path? Before obviously becoming this total badass that you are.
I love kids. Like, they are innocent beings that just copy what they see. They're like a clean slate. They're just out there living life. And the fact that you never know what you're going to get. That's why, it's never boring. Like, you're like, okay, maybe they're going to come in with attitude. Maybe they're going to come in here and be all jolly. Maybe, they have their favorite bear today. I love working with kids. I have a 5-year-old at home. So it just organically happened. I have lots of nephews and a niece. So, I mean, it just was hand in hand. I love kids, and I love helping the next generation.
So if you weren't the mega athlete that you are today, right? Whether it's a wrestler, the model, the athletics, all that joints. If you were just a regular average woman, what do you think you would be doing right now?
Right now, my man wants me to be enjoying his retirement, traveling the world. So I probably would be on that train right now.
You know what? Even more kudos to you because knowing who your man is and what he did for a living, you don't got to work, girl.
No, but I want to. Like, what is it like to buy a man a gift with his own money? Like, you want to surprise him with your hard-earned money and like, God damn, my girl, worked for this. Like, that's a great thing to have. So, I mean, it's motivation, though. I mean, he was killing the game, but I'm about to, too.
There you go. That sounds like a successful family to me.
Thank you.
Successful
We're competitive
household.
in our household. Man, do not play games with these people. His whole entire side family is, whoa, wow. My daughter, I don't know what kind of athlete she's going to be, but she's going to be a one to reckon with. Let's just say that.
Well, I was going to ask, your daughter, you mentioned, is 5 years old.
Yes.
Who is she more of right now in her life? Is she more mommy or daddy?
She looks like both of us. I would say right now because she's more like her dad right now. So right now our lives have flip-flopped more so. So he's the stay-at-home dad and he owns, like we just bought a women's softball team, fast pitch team in Dallas.
Oh, snap.
So and then we have the Lexington Legends in obviously Lexington, Kentucky that we own as an independent ball team. But she's all the time with him because I travel so much. But she's a sore loser. So I'm going to say she's more like her dad.
So one of the things, like I'm a true wrestling fan, and
Yes.
I dead ass, no bullshit, got emotional seeing you win the TBS title and then grabbing your daughter and going up the aisle. Like all the
Thank
wrestling
you.
stuff aside, because like I got hella daddy issues, right? So like I have parental, I got parental issues. So
Everybody has issues. Don't get on. We can go
facts.
and talk about this all day.
So seeing a parent, you know, turn the focus to their child in their most highest moment of their life kind of touched me a little bit. Was that something that you were like, this is what I want to do? Or was it like, I'm holding up the title, there goes my little girl?
It was organic. Like my daughter was there after my tryout. I had introducing myself to wrestling, and I went to training wrestling school. She was there. I was wrestling 300-pound men who were beating my ass, and she would cry. And now she loves it. Like we grew into wrestling together. So I wanted to share this moment. My spouse couldn't get in the ring, obviously, with me, but with my daughter. I remember one time I was walking to the ring and he shocked me because he was like, oh, we're not going to make it. Like, it's too soon. You didn't know you had a match. It was a last minute call for a match. And so I was just walking down, like, focused in my stuff, like, ready to go whoop some ass. And I look over to the left and I see my daughter say, Mommy. And I'm not supposed to do this, but I, like, literally stopped and went over and the camera's cut to, like, the ring because I was like, hey, baby girl, like, I'm so happy. I gave her a kiss and I went right back to, you know, action mode. But it was something that came organically. I was like, I don't give a damn about how people feel. Like, you grew in this with me. I'm going to celebrate this phenomenal moment. I'm the first to hold this belt. You're going to share this with me. My family's going to share this with me. And when you grow older, you're going to look back on this and say, damn, my mom like had me come along this successful career with her. And I want her to know that she's coming along. She's going to be a part of it. And I want her to be a part of the lights and the camera because whatever she wants to do, I want her to do it. And that's if she wants to work on a computer, she can do that. If she wants to, whatever she wants to do. So I want to give her a taste of everything. So being in front of that camera at that moment, I wanted her to feel that moment, that feeling that I was feeling.
So you have the mindset of whatever my little girl wants to do, she could do it no matter what it is.
Not everything.
Touche. Up until a certain point, yes. Right. Who was that person for you growing up to kind of push you to do whatever you want to do?
My grandmother. My grandmother told me I grew up muscular. I looked at China as a role model growing up, and I used to get picked on a lot. Like people used to say, "Oh, she looks like a man. She's this, she's that," and you know. As a young kid, that can like, okay, dang, like, ouch, to cry and all that stuff. And my grandmother would, you know, tell me, keep my head high. You're a gorgeous girl. Don't let these people distract you on the vision. You can do any and everything you want to do. While all these girls are doing God knows what, guess what? You're in the sports. You're focused. This is what you need to focus on. And this is going to make you successful. This and these books. And you knowing yourself and you having the confidence. And I just grew up knowing myself and just having that confidence that I can do anything and everything because I had a grandmother who instilled all this into me, but also I had great mentors. I had some great male mentors who shaped and molded me, and they were some hard asses, but it made me, one, know how to tackle the real world, and it made me into the strong woman I am today.
Now, one thing I've always been I recently got fascinated with was conscious discipline.
Yes.
When it comes to child psychology and such, and I got that from, I got to give credit to my girl. She's the one who we discussed that, and I kind of did research on it because I have a little brother who's 11 years old, and he just started Ritalin. He just started taking Ritalin because before that, ADHD, everything was, and it's just like these little things that you try to instill in children is mind blowing that you don't realize. The smallest minute thing could literally alter the way they think for the rest of their life.
But that's why I don't deal with adults, right? Well, obviously dealing with kids, you have to deal with the adult. But I don't like dealing with adults so much because they have a reason why they do what they do. And regardless if that's something that stems from childhood or teenage years or just something they've seen and picked up, if they're willing to work on it, then we can go somewhere. But if they're not willing to, one, admit it, face it, and try to grow with it, understand like what they can do to better the situation, it just won't work. We're in our little rut. Like we're not gonna want to do it. It's no way to go. Like I can't beat a dead horse here. So kids, they don't know any better. They're just playing like play therapy and everything like that. You're seeing what they're modeling or what they're seeing at the home situation. But again, I need the adult to do it at home so it can instill in a child wherever they go. So if we work together, we can make progress. But if they're only here at therapy and we're talking about it and then they go at home and have a whole nother system, it's not going to work. So working with adults is a whole nother beast that, no. I like working with the innocent child that's just seeing what they see at home and they're just modeling things and like just being joyful. You don't know what you're going to get. They might toss the table over. Who knows? Like, it's great.
That's why I feel like teachers are the most underappreciated people of our society.
And social workers.
And social workers
Yes.
as well. Both extremely underpaid. Both dealing with not only the child or the children in a 32-person classroom, but it takes the work of the parents. And if like you said, if the parents are stuck in their ways, not willing to change, they're essentially setting up this generational trauma
barrier.
issue.
Yes.
Yeah, generational barrier. And I think it takes a lot for you to realize as a person, I'm damaged. I need to seek help.
Yeah, because teachers are therapists. They're everything. They have to. It's. They are well underpaid, and I think they need more of a recognition because kids today are a whole nother beast.
Because of this.
I know. They're a whole nother beast. So they have to deal with that. And then if they defend themselves, they get in trouble. So it's like there needs to be a better structure for teachers in play as far as protecting themselves and just the school system and like who needs to be sitting in these seats these days.
Facts. I mean, I'm very much learn by doing. That's just me, though.
Yeah.
Like, you could sit here and tell me how to do things on the board. I don't care. That's in one ear, out the other. Put me in here for 10 minutes by myself, and then I'll just kind of... That's just me, though. Everyone is different.
Yes.
I'm a community college dropout because I wanted to be a drama major and then realized a drama degree from a community college ain't getting me nowhere.
There you go. Right. And now he's making a hell of a lot of money. There you go.
I'm trying to do what I can. I'm trying. Is this your first match in the tri-state area? New York, New Jersey?
Oh, no. I won my belt at the Prudential Center as well.
Oh, okay.
So I won my TBS belt the moment where you were about to cry and everything like that. That's what I wanted. So, no, it's not actually. And I also was at Arthur Ashe as well, and I had a match with Trina. So I've had a couple matches up here.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was there for that, and I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, everybody was like, Trina, because it's not like the normal, like it's not
There was a lot of hip-hop love that night, though.
No, it was. Fabulous was there. He was there. Who else was there?
DJ Who Kid?
Oh, of course, DJ
Westside
Who Kid.
Gunn is always...
Yeah, Westside. He's always there. He's a wrestling fan in general, so he's always at our shows. Super nice guy.
So, I mean, we are based in a music station. So, what music do you listen to now?
I listen to everything.
Well, what gets you going right now? You got to drive 3 hours in the car from one city to the next. What's your playlist consisting of?
Old school Rihanna. A little bit of Jay-Z. I love Jay-Z.
Good answer.
I
In
listen
the
to
city,
Kanye
good
West.
answer?
Or no, I listen to Kanye West, guys. I like Kanye West music. He teaches confidence, guys.
Old school Kanye, more old school first 3-4 albums?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I like the cockiness and the confidence because like it's like, damn, yeah. Like it's just a vibe. Megan, Cardi B, Nicki, of course the ladies of rap. I listen to a little bit of everything. Doja Cat.
A lot of love for women. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm listening to something where I can apply to myself and being a bad bitch and just like knowing who I am and just like letting that fuel me and like it organically helps me with my character and it organically just puts me in this focus that's like, all right, whatever. But same thing with Jay-Z. Like, he makes woke music. And everything he says is, like, confidence. And it's, like, knowing yourself. And, like, just being on top. But also going down and helping people. So I listen to a little bit of everything.
So everybody in my opinion, everybody has a bad bitch that lives inside of them.
Yes, everybody.
I got one too.
Hey.
She comes out to certain songs. What would you say is your number one bad bitch anthem? No matter what. The moment it comes on, whatever your energy is, the bad bitch comes out and you're dancing, you're doing all things.
I can't think of the song right now, but it's a Meek Mill song, but it's like, I used to, what is it?
Dreams and
Hold
Nightmare?
on, wait a minute.
Dreams and
Y'all
Nightmare.
thought out? Yeah. That song comes on anywhere, everybody is about to, go crazy. Like, that is the song of unity. I think so. At clubs, pool parties, anything. Everybody's gonna like get super hype when that song comes on. And that's a song that if we play in the locker room, literally everybody's like, oh, let's go. Or Cardi B, Money. Because I am green. Like,
there you go.
Money.
See, mine is Beyonce 7-Eleven, so it's
Oh
not even...
my God, I would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed that.
Girl, listen,
He said girl.
These knees, they go back to 17 years old.
That's so
7-Eleven
funny.
comes on, it is a wrap. Let me tell you.
Any song by Beyonce is a
True.
rap. I mean, shit, she's phenomenal.
Hey, rumor has it that she's going on tour this year. Or in 2023, excuse me.
I would love to go. It's like she's nonstop. Like she's nonstop. I love it. I mean, obviously, she's literally can do all that, go home with her family, like just live her life. I think that's phenomenal. And it's inspiring to me to know that she has 3 kids. She's doing all this, making all this BTS, making all this noise music without anybody making a squeal, and then going back home to her family. And I'm like, damn, if this woman could do it, I got 1 kid. Like,
You know
I
what,
can do
though?
it.
The Queen Bee ain't taking back bumps. She ain't taking flatbacks. You know what I'm talking about?
Not at all. But dancing is not easy in heels. It's not easy. And then having to sing and then sound like you're not huffing and puffing like that is. But she's been in the industry longer than she hasn't. So this is like, that's like first nature to her. She can do whatever.
So we discussed you had the match with Trina involved, and then we talked about celebrities being involved in other aspects as well. Is there a celebrity that you would love to have a program with, whether it's a tag team partner or maybe somebody to get in the ring because you're like, yo, you irk me on Instagram and I could legally do this between these ropes?
Okay, could I say they work? Are we talking about against or with?
Either one you want to do.
Okay, I would love to work with Cardi B.
Okay.
I would love to work with her. She has the attitude that like we can just have promo after promo, live promos, and just go at it because that's who she is. Like she just talks shit. And like she can back it up. Like she's a strong, confident woman, and that's what I represent, and that's what a baddie is. So I would love to have Cardi B stand next to me and like represent for the baddies and just go out there on AEW and just kill it. Against Bow Wow because he's been talking plenty of shit. I don't like that.
Who would you say has been the most help over the last year or so in your AEW career specifically?
It's a first of all, it takes a village. So I wouldn't pinpoint one person. One, Tony Khan believed in me from day one. And this is without me having any previous wrestling experience ever. My first match was with Shaquille O'Neal ever on live TV in front of a crowd.
Empty building,
no,
basically.
it wasn't empty. It was 30%. So we had fans there. We had fans there. I actually had 67 of my family members there. So we had a lot of people there. But Tony Khan believed me. So that is the start of my tribe. After that, we have Mark Henry. Well, Mark Henry found me, who's a Hall of Famer, fantastic guy. Father. He's my father in wrestling. Chris Jericho. We got Dawn that represents me. We got AB who supports me. We have Brian Danielson, of course, one of my trainers. We have it's so many people. We have QT Marshall. We have Dustin Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was a phenomenal play in the beginning of my career as well. I miss you, Cody. So if you're listening, I miss you. We all miss you. But, it takes a village. And being that, again, I had no previous indie experience, no other company. Like, this was the start. I was very ignorant coming into it. And I didn't know how difficult and how much of a mental strain it is on you. So I have people who can tell me other than my spouse, that can tell me to sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. And then I have people that are like, like, Jade, you can do better. Like, it's Jericho tells me on my promos, like, you can do better. Don tells me on my promos, you could do better. Brian is like the person that's like, hey, how did you feel out there? Like, was it great? Did you hear the crowd? All right. Did you enjoy yourself? Like, he's that person, but he'll tell me what works and what doesn't. We got Regal who tells you, hey, that doesn't look good. Like, it takes a village, and I appreciate everybody that's contributing to my successful career.
So you were Pro Wrestling Illustrated and the Wrestling Observer Rookie of the Year last year.
Yes.
You get that award. You get the email, the call, the FaceTime, however it is that you find out.
The photos, the plaque, everything.
You get that information. Are you like, yeah, I knew? Or are you like legitimately like surprised by it all? And by the way, let me preface it by saying, talk your shit, girl.
I know.
Talk your shit.
Wrestling found me. I believe I know I'm going to be phenomenal at this sport. What people have to realize with me is that, one, you guys have literally seen me from match one. A lot of these people you guys see on TV have worked at productions for years before they have mainstream TV time, or they worked on the indies for several years. What you're seeing here is organic. I'm learning literally on TV, guys. Like, we all come from different walks of life, and then we come to a location and we train for maybe a day, and then we go, like, and have a match. That's it. So I know I'm great. It wasn't a shock to me. I think that these years coming is going to do nothing but be even more shocking to people because I'm doing nothing but getting better. And I'm going to continue to grow, and I'm getting more reps. I literally only had, 7 matches since March, you know? So the reps are going to do nothing but get me better. And I'm going to be your favorite wrestler. Whether you like it or not, your girlfriend going to love me, your mom going to love me, somebody going to love me because, one, I look damn good. And then, 2, everything else is just going to fall in line. I can talk my shit. Like, I have the aura. Like, I'm the person that is going to be the crossover star. And I'm going to talk my shit because I know I can do that regardless. And I love when people tell me I can't because I am Rookie of the Year. And it's only going to get better from there. So, keep hating.
So, before we wrap this up, who do you watch, wrestling-wise, for influence? Is there like you mentioned a bunch of people that takes the village? Are they telling you, hey, watch this person, watch that girl? Is it a guy? Is it someone today where they tell you, yo, Monday nights, Friday nights, or whatever?
So, with me, right now, I'm working with Billy Gunn. So, Billy Gunn, I watch his matches. I watch his cadence. He's a big man. He believes less is more. If you've noticed, the last 3 matches I've had have been more less is more. Like, it's nothing really in there. I'm not doing a lot of wasteful things. Working with Billy Gunn and watching his film has helped me tremendously. One, clearly, he knows how to put ass in seats. He knows how to work a character, and the difference, like, everybody can wrestle, but what's your character? What makes people? What draws people to you? Like, what emotion are you pulling out? And he can do that. I mean, look at the Acclaim. Right? They're successful. They're doing a damn thing. Scissoring. Yeah, guys, I know. Get over yourself. I love them. They're great people. But their music video was great if you've seen it. Funny. But working with Billy Gunn has been a phenomenal change for me in this wrestling industry. I'm not like doing all the small stuff. I should be doing the big moves. I'm taller than everybody. I'm stronger than everybody. Why am I doing roll-ups? I shouldn't be doing that. So working with Billy has been the person, and watching his film has been very inspiring to my career moving forth.
So this Saturday night, Prudential Center, tickets still available.
In China, guys, sorry. Of course.
Obviously. Yeah.
Obviously.
You know what, though? It's fascinating. Before we wrap this up, because I did say that before, but you did mention China, and you talk about Chris Jericho. He had a program with her.
Yes.
And that lasted several months. He's very vocal and very public about how difficult it was. Has he been able to tell you stories involving China to help you?
Yes, plenty. Like, a lot of controversy, a lot of things that happen. But again, like, I'm learning from the previous generation how to make my successful career go smoother, and like smoother than the past generation. That's why I go by Jade Cargill, because I don't want anybody to strip me of my name. So also, he told me how intelligent she was, that she spoke several languages. So we sit up till like 4 o'clock in the morning after shows because we have all this adrenaline running through us, and we just talk about like all these West Side stories and crazy things that have happened back in those days. And it's inspiring, and it's also very knowledgeable to know how it was and like how good we have it these days. Like, it's not perfect, nothing is perfect, but it's better, and it's going to continue to get better. And working under someone like Tony Khan, who treats us like athletes rather than circus animals, and understands our mission, our goal, and understands we need time off and family time, you know, it's going to do nothing but get better. So this Saturday night, Prudential Center, you're going to be undefeated and technically defending your title, but that's not your title. No, this is the replica right now, but it's all good. Maybe, hopefully you get it back, and then, hopefully. I don't think he believes in me. I don't like this. I will get it back. This is your toughest challenge to date. Is it? You know what? That's a damn good point. Right. So Saturday night, you leave with the W, you leave with 2 titles just because you can, and then Sunday, who knows, maybe you go check out the crib in the MIA, and maybe stop by an alleged fan fest. And introduce my boot to his face. There you go. Yes. Jade Cargill, one more time. Appreciate you. Thank you. No problem. Thank you for having me.
From the top of the Empire State Building,